What's up, guys? This is Sammy Geek back here with a quick video. I'm going to call this the 72-hour review, but you're probably thinking, well, what the heck? You've had this phone for longer than 72 hours. However, as you know, I did video number 1 of the Note 10 Plus face-off with the Samsung Fold, and so what I've been doing is swapping back and forth SIM cards. So I'm using this phone for about a day, and then I'll switch back to the Note 10 Plus and give that one a shot again. So I'm really trying to do a fair assessment, and it is ridiculously hard. I'm telling you guys, I absolutely love both of these phones. I mean, I really just want to carry both of them on a day-to-day basis. That's how much I absolutely enjoy these phones. So it's not really a spoiler alert because one phone will slightly win in the upcoming Video 2 challenge. But I think you're going to be surprised on which one takes the win. So they both are just phenomenal phones, and slightly serve different purposes. So one thing, a little bit of not a spoiler, but a little bit of a teaser, is that I find out more and more every day as I switch back and forth these phones that it is about how you use your phone and where you use your phone and so forth. That would really kind of make or break whether or not you're going to rock one of these folds, or if you're going to a different phone, whether it's an iPhone or another Samsung, maybe the S series, maybe the Note series, or more of a candy bar style type of phone. So 72-hour assessment of this thing. Again, I absolutely love it. The assessment is every time I open this screen, I am completely wowed. I kid you not. I mean, you guys, there's no other way to put it. To look at a video here and to see this thing on a big screen like this and be like this little tablet in your hand is just crazy. So that is crazy cool. So every time I flip it open, it's crazy cool. What I'm not quite as excited about is the front screen. As you guys know that have the Fold, if you're looking at this Fold and you haven't had your hands on it yet, the screen is small. It's manageable to type on, so you can do you can two-handed type like what I'm trying to look through my camera screen here. So you can type, let's see if my camera's focusing, but so you can type two-handed on the thing. It's just really small, which can be good because you can do it with one hand here. But if you try the two thing, it gets a little tight, so then you find yourself opening it, but then you're like, oh, this thing's awesome. I've opened it up and I can see the big screen. But it just depends, again, how you're going to use the thing. So I'm completely wowed by the screen every day. I'm not so concerned about the durability. So after 72 hours of using this thing, it does not concern me. So if you're worried about the durability, I wouldn't be. Unless you're going to go to a beach or near water, you probably are pretty safe. Like, for example, I mean, I realize this is carpet, but I'm completely confident going ahead and just tossing this thing around, open it up, like, oh great, I dropped it, no big deal, right? Yes, that's carpet. I don't want to drop it on cement, but just to show you, I mean, it's just kind of, you're not worried about that. So 72 hours at first, the first day I was like, oh, I got to baby it and, put it in between 2 pillows to protect it. But I don't feel like that after a few days. You'll kind of just flick it around and toss it in your cup holder when you get in your car. You're not going to be too worried about it. So super huge positive about that, right? After a few days. So that's something worth mentioning. The other thing that kind of a drawback, if we'll call it that, is I still feel like it is big and kind of cumbersome. I know you guys probably are, if you're a super fan of this phone, which I am as well, you're still probably not going to like that. I call it cumbersome because the best way to describe this is it's such a futuristic phone with the fold-out display, but because it has these kind of, I'm going to try to get a good zoom here, but not our focus. So because it has these kind of sharp edges along the phone, we're not used to that. We're used to these candy bar phones that are glass front, glass back, and just melt around the sides. So you don't really feel any sharp edges on most of these phones. This one is different. There's actually these sharp edges that are all around it. This whole edge here, this lip, and then when you have the little case that it comes with, you feel it even more. And for me, that bothers me because it feels like a phone from like 2005 with technology from 2020. So it's hard to describe, but hey, it's part of the assessment, right? It's been a few days, and that's kind of how I feel about it. The sharp edges bother me a little bit just because I'm used to everything being so smooth. Again, you guys that have this phone, you're probably gonna know what I'm talking about. But does that take away from the awesomeness of the phone? Not really. And you know what? We're all early adopters for this thing, and we're gonna take what we can get, right? This is the very first phone that's gonna have the actual functioning, awesome foldable display. So we're gonna take the lumps where we get them. The other thing is that bothers me a little bit about this is just the slickness of it. Everything, the edges, yes, there's these kind of sharp bumps, but it's slick as hell, and I feel like I want to drop it every time I hold it. I do, just full disclaimer, I do carry with my Note 10 Plus, I do have a very, very minimalist rubber case on it, so it does get that grip along the side. There's really no way to protect this and get a sort of a grippy side. So a little teaser for a video to come. I have a skin on order for this that's arriving here in a couple of days. I'm going to try to alleviate the slickness issue by putting a skin onto this thing. So I think that'll help make a world of difference. Also make the thing look super awesome. So I'm excited to share that with you guys. I will post a video on that soon, which, by the way, if you have not, please do subscribe. I'm cranking through the subscribers. I appreciate this, guys. I mean, we were at like 100 subscribers a few days ago, and I think we're almost at like 250 now. So you guys freaking rock. Thank you again for all your support. And I always jokingly say, now I don't feel like I'm talking to myself. But hopefully you guys like these videos. Hopefully if you're shopping for this phone, you find this helpful, just to kind of chat and go through it a little bit. Just kind of, like I said, a 72-hour assessment, we'll call it. But more videos to come. I have the all-important part 2 of the Fold versus Note 10 coming. That one's going to be an awesome video because I'm going to go through a whole bunch more comparisons between the two phones, and at the end of the day I'm going to make a decision for which one I'm going to put my SIM card in and continue to carry on a day-to-day basis. But right now, this is, I kid you not, it is a neck and neck battle. These things are so close to each other as far as phones go. Little different technology, each one brings a little something different, but super close. So if you guys have any questions, let me know. Go ahead and post in the comments below. If you haven't subscribed, please do. I love the support. I'm having just an awesome time helping you guys out with this stuff and posting these videos. So stay in touch, and we'll talk to you here in a couple days. Peace out.